Let's go. Happy Monday, family. Happy Monday. It's your boy, Crazy Faith to God, in the building, getting ready to drop some quick value for you guys today, right? Dropping some quick value for you guys today. Today's topic is actually going to be, let's dive into it, right? Today's topic is actually going to be, you can exist without the love of someone else. You can exist without the love of someone else, right? So let's dive into this topic. This topic is going to be really good. On a day-to-day basis, right, we are all looking, for that love, looking to be loved in the right way, right? We don't want to, be loved in the wrong way, because then what happens? We get hurt, right? And I just come to tell you guys that, all the love that you need is really within inside of you, right? And you're able to express that love with other people, right? You're able to express that love from other people. And the moment you start to look for love in the external world is where you start to feel desperate, right? You start to look for love. You start to seek love from the external world when you really need to be pouring into yourself and looking for love within. Once you start to look for love within, right, you start to attract love to you, right? You can't go and find it. You have to attract it. You have to become somebody. You have to love yourself before someone else can love you, right? Think about that. You're looking for love, but you have to love yourself first before someone else could actually love you. You have to work on yourself. You have to work on your insecurities. You have to work on your depression. You have to work on the things that are hindering you, right? You got to work on yourself, right? You got to work on yourself, right? And by you working on yourself, you begin to love yourself a little bit more. And then what happens? People start to love you, right? And then that's when you begin to attract. Right? That's when you begin to attract. Because if you don't love yourself, what makes you think that someone else will love you? Right? So we don't need to look for love. We already have the love within us. We just have to develop it. Right? We just have to spend more time with ourselves in order to attract the right person, the right relationship, the right foundation in our lives. Right? The moment where we don't wait and we don't wait on God's timing is where we get hurt, right? We got to wait on his timing, right? We got to surrender to his will, because he wants to do a lot more work within us, right? The more he does work within us, the more we get to share with other people, the more whole we become. We become more whole, and we begin to be able to love others too as well. And when you become so whole, you won't even need the love, because you already got it within you. So it's no more seeking. It's just, you living in love, and you're okay with if someone walks in your life and walks out, right? You at peace with it. You don't care if they stay or come or go, because you already have the love within you, right? That's the place you want to be at, right? You want to be at peace with yourself and whole and fulfilled, where you don't really need the love, and you're okay when people come in and out of your life, right? You're okay when love comes and goes, right? Because why? You're so whole that you have the love, and that you don't need love from anyone else, because you're connected to the source. You're connected to God, right? Which is the big connection to love. Without him, there's no love, there's no peace, there's no joy, right? So we got to keep that in mind. We got to keep that in mind, and understanding that you can exist without the love of someone else, right? When I understood this began to switch my perspective, right? I began to dive more deep into who God created me to be, right? And I realized that all the love that I was seeking was really inside of me. It's not externally. It was really within me, right? And the love is also within you too, but you got to activate it. Don't look for it. Activate it within you, bring it to life, and then you start to see people You start attracting love, situations, circumstances, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be patient with the process. It's a continual work of loving yourself, right? Respecting God's time, letting God cook, letting God, you know, develop you. Let him cook. Let him take his time, right? Because he's cooking up something good. He makes everything beautiful in the right time. God makes everything beautiful in the right time, right? In the right time. So if you're frustrated, if you're worried about, finding that right one, um, looking for love, remember, he's cooking up, he's developing you. You have to be patient. He makes everything beautiful in the right time, right? So you don't need to seek love. You don't need to, it will attract to you in the right timing, right? And sometimes his time is way better than our time, right? Anything out of God's timing, it's a curse. You're not going to be able to handle it because it's going to be too much for you, because he's not done developing you. He's not done cooking. He's not. So if you haven't attracted the right one, if you haven't gotten what you want, the vision, the goals, the dreams, the goals, the aspirations, if you don't have that yet, he's still developing you. He's still getting you ready. He's still prepping you in the process, right? He's still prepping you in the process, right? I should do another video on prep time. I should do a video on prep time. But it's all the preparation. Everything that we want in life is going to be some preparation. It ain't going to be no, oh yeah, microwave food is done like quick, not, because that's not going to last. And processed food is bad for you, right? Anything that happens too quick is not going to stand, right? Anything that happens too quick will never last, right? Anything that happens too quick will never last, right? So we got to be super mindful of, you can exist without the love of someone else, right? Give God time to do what he needs to do, and at the right time, it's going to be worth the wait. It's going to be worth the wait. You're going to be like, wow, like all of this time, God, and then boom, he blesses you with the right one, because it will be a shame to make the same mistakes you've already made, right? Picking from your hurt, right? It will be a shame to make the same mistakes over and over, experience the same patterns, the same results with the other person, right? Who would want that? Like you spend all this time, developing you, and then you see somebody that you like, right? And that you love, you like, and then you go be, and it's not the same as what you've wanted, right? It's totally different. Like, looks could be deceiving, and then you actually meet that person, and they're not what you thought that they were. And then now what? Now you got to digress. You got to, so that's why you just got to wait and be patient on his timing. His timing is always perfect. And anything out of God's timing is honestly a curse, and you will get hurt, right? You will get hurt. And God wanted me to let you know that you can exist without the love of someone else, right? All the love that you have, and the wholeness and the joy and the peace, it's already within you, right? Are you willing to be patient enough to wait on his time for the right one, right? We all want to be loved, right? But it's being loved by the right one that God has for you. Because if you're not loved by the right one, what happens? You will get hurt. If you're not waiting on God's timing, you will get hurt. And he's going to show you this over and over and over and over again until you get it right, right? Until you get it right, right? And he's just showing you that waiting on his time is way better than anything you can do, right? Because it will be a shame to put in all this beautiful work inside of you, creating that beautiful seed, and then you get with someone that's not adding up to your values, that's actually pulling you backwards, right? Who would want that, right? No matter how good they look, who would want to be pulled back by another individual that didn't create you, that didn't put the work and the time and effort into you, and then now you gotta digress? Nah, I'd rather wait, right? We rather wait, right? And let God cook. Enjoy life. Learn more of what's inside of you so you could be a blessing to that next person. So you could be more fulfilled for the next person that God brings into your life. That's the real test. That's the real source. That's the real blessing, right? Because it will be a shame to be the same version and then you get with the right one, but you don't have anything to bring to the table. Or you're just bringing the same garbage that you've been bringing to the table for all of these years, right? So are you willing to wait and let God develop you into the person that you need to become? Are you willing to wait? Right? Are you willing to surrender and wait? Right? Are you willing to put your flesh underneath your feet? Right? Are you? Or are you just too impatient? Or are you letting the flesh rule you? Right? That's what we got to ask ourselves. That's what we really got to ask ourselves. We can't rush God. And if we try to, we will get hurt. Know that. Right? It's your boy Crazy Faith. I'm gone. On the way out. You know, I'm going to leave you guys with this. Right? I'm going to leave you guys with this. You can exist without the love of someone else. But if you don't wait, you will get hurt and hurt over and over again. And God will keep continuing to let you see that and experience the hurt until you get it right and know who you are and let him cook and be patient and surrender to him. Right? He's going to keep showing you this over and over and over again until you get it right. Right? Just want to leave you guys with that. Now, I want to pray over you guys really quick. Right? God, I ask that you give them the strength, the willpower to defeat anything that's trying to stop them from waiting on your time, and just to be able to surrender to your time frame, because we know that you make everything beautiful in your time, and anything outside of your time, God, we know it's a curse. So let us be wise, let us have the wisdom and to stand strong in the faith and wait on your time frame, right? Because we already know that nothing good happens quick. Nothing good happens quick, right? Nothing good happens quick. And we know all good things come from you. And your timing is perfect. So God, we surrender to your time frame, and we'll humble ourselves to the time frame too as well, right? And with peace and joy, we're able to crush it and actually see what's on the other side only in your time frame. In Jesus' name, let's go. Let's have a blessed and beautiful day. It's your boy, Crazy Faith the God, on the way out. Let's go.